People who say that Ripple is somehow, your word, the devil, it's because we're partnering with the man. We decided if you want to enable an internet of value, you got to connect to the repositories of value. And the repositories of value are the banks.
We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So like I told you, I definitely see a big pullback in the first quarter. Then the master magician set up a distraction so the Fed can cut rates, and then we move up. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto making another big move. And when we look at the indicators, we see why. And I'm going to go over that later. But guys, we had the Super Bowl yesterday. Jay-Z, Beyonce, and who's sitting next to Beyonce? That's right, Satoshi. Jack Dorsey with the Satoshi shirt on. This was genius. Beyonce is sitting next to Jack Dorsey, not Jay-Z. Guys, this was better than any commercial that they could have ever done. Guys, the NWO are the evil geniuses. And I'm going to be doing a Patreon video this weekend on all the moving pieces that are going on. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. If you watched the yield race this morning, they were about to move up. But then we saw the long end get pushed down. Guys, it's all manipulation. And we see NVIDIA hit all-time new highs. $740. Guys, unbelievable. 60 times earnings. Yes, you heard that correct. I don't care what stock market you go to around the globe. You will never get a 60 times earnings. It's unbelievable. But remember, guys, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And I'm going to touch bases on this in the second video. But guys, we have the dollar up, we have volume and crypto up, and we have Tether and USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo at $569 billion. And we had Joe Biden doing an infomercial on corporate greed. And guys, we know for a fact that inflation is only here because of the corporations. And remember, these corporations own everything, but they give you an illusion that you have a choice. Now in crypto, guys, we've had altcoins take a beating. But if you look over the last 7 days, we have altcoins making a big move. And I talk about Bitcoin on a daily basis, but if you're just getting into crypto, your biggest gains are going to be on the cheaper cryptos, which are the altcoins. And a lot of them have taken a beating. That's the reason why you do your research. And the same thing goes for the stock market. But again, guys, this quarter, stocks and cryptos are going to take a big pullback. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs, Grayscale, BlackRock, Fidelity, of course, all up. And we have Genesis seeks approval to sell $1.6 billion in Bitcoin and Ethereum Trust holdings. And we had the banking collapse, FTX collapse. All of it happening around the same time, guys, because it was all planned. And it helped with crypto consolidation. Now we have all these cryptos. And the same thing we're seeing on the stock market. We've seen these small cap stocks being drained, and we see these big behemoths keep getting bigger. And that's the same thing that's going to happen in crypto. We're going to see a lot of these small projects disappear, and the top percentage of cryptos just keep getting bigger and bigger as the year goes on. Because remember, the fourth industrial revolution flip gets switched in the emerging markets this year, and in 2025, the United States is going to flip its switch. Yes, it takes about 5 years for it to fully get here, but like Biden said, we're going to see technology move faster in the next 5 years than have done in decades. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Chinese Bitcoin miners found a new crypto haven in Ethiopia. Cheaper electricity. And again, guys, China makes its way in Africa. And we saw China do the same thing when it came to gold mining. And then, guys, we have Solana's second phone crosses 100,000 pre-sales, securing $45 million for development. Now we have Ethereum transaction uptick, sees network fees hit multi-month high. Now with Ethereum upgrades coming in, and then also we have the layer 2s, we know these fees are going to drop. But remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And then lastly, guys, we have Ripple-owned crypto custody firm Metaco CEO and head of product leave the company. And guys, we know this is a natural transition. And with all the Ripple transactions that we've seen, like Brad Garlinghouse stated, he was there to support the banks. He was there to help form the New World Order. And like I always stated from the beginning, we see Ripple's foundation in the emerging markets. And we know the emerging markets are going to lead us in the fourth industrial revolution. And I've had plenty of leaders tell you this. And you know I let you hear it from the horse's mouth. I give you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. And when I give you the truth, you hate me. But remember, guys, I'm just a watchman on the wall. And never forget my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. It's not because it's not there. It's because they reject it. And we know now Generation Z and the millennials have knowledge at their fingertips. But guess what? They're distracted. And not only that, the elders are distracted and not teaching the youth. And that's the reason why it's time for us to re-educate. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.